Most people will earn over $1 million in their lifetime. And you know what they have in common? They'll have almost nothing to show for it. But here's the thing. It's not because they weren't making enough money. It's because nobody ever taught them this one simple truth. You don't get rich by making more money. You get rich by keeping the money you make. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you 10 habits that seem ridiculously simple, so simple that you'll probably dismiss them. But I promise you, if you actually implement even 3 of these, you'll save more money in 2026 than you probably saved in the last 5 years combined. And the best part? You don't need to be a financial genius. You just need to be consistent. Stick around for number 7. It's the one habit that rich people quietly use that nobody talks about, and it'll probably change how you think about spending forever. The one-day rule. Let's start with the easiest one, because it's also the most powerful. Navy SEAL Jocko Willink talks about discipline equals freedom, and that applies directly to impulse spending. Here's the rule. Anything you want to buy that costs more than $20, you wait 1 day before purchasing it. That's it, just 1 day. What happens in that 1 day? The emotional trigger fades. Your brain stops flooding itself with dopamine, and suddenly, you realized you didn't even want it. Studies show that impulse purchases account for about 40 to 80% of all spending. 1 day can eliminate most of that. Don't think about it as deprivation. Think about it as buying your future self something she actually wants, financial security. Automate your savings. Pay yourself first. This is straight from The Richest Man in Babylon, the classic book that's been teaching people about money for nearly 100 years. The principle is dead simple. Pay yourself first. Here's how it works. The moment your paycheck hits your account, automatically transfer 10 to 20% into a separate savings account. Don't see it, don't touch it, don't negotiate with yourself about it. Your brain is hardwired to spend what's available, so don't make it available. When you automate it, you're using your own psychology against your worst impulses. This is passive saving. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to be strong every single day. You just set it and forget it. In 2026, you should literally be unable to spend money you're supposed to be saving. That's the goal. Track every single dollar for 30 days. Sounds tedious, right? Here's why it works. What gets measured gets managed. Money expert Dave Ramsey built his entire philosophy on this, and there's a reason it works for millions of people. You're going to be shocked by where your money actually goes, not where you think it goes, where it actually goes. That $5 coffee every morning, that's $150 a month. The subscriptions you forgot about, that's your car payment right there. Do this for 30 days. Use your phone, a spreadsheet, whatever. Just write down every single transaction. And I mean everything, even the $2 gum. What you're really doing here is making the invisible visible. Your spending patterns are like a forest you can't see. Tracking is the machete that clears the path. After 30 days, you'll have identified probably $300 to $500 in monthly waste. That's $3,600 to $6,000 a year from just paying attention. The sinking fund system. This one prevents lifestyle disasters. You know that moment when an unexpected expense hits and you panic? Your car insurance, your medical deductible, your holiday gifts? That's what sinking funds are for. Create separate mini savings accounts for things you know are coming but feel unexpected. Car maintenance, medical expenses, gifts, clothing, birthdays. Break these big costs into monthly chunks. If your car needs $1,200 in maintenance this year, set aside $100 a month starting now. When it happens, you don't reach for a credit card. You already have the money waiting. Tony Sortor calls this money maturity. It's when you stop reacting to life and start planning for it. You're not broke because of one emergency. You're broke because you weren't prepared for a dozen of them. The 48-hour subscription audit. You have subscriptions you forgot about. Everyone does. The average person has 8 to 12 active subscriptions and can't name half of them. Right now, go look at your credit card and bank statements for the last 3 months.
Write down every recurring charge, every single one. Streaming services, apps, software, memberships, auto renewals, everything. Now, here's the brutal question. Would you buy this today? Not did I want it when I signed up. Would you actively choose to buy this right now? Netflix? Maybe. That $15 meditation app you used once? Absolutely not. That gym membership you haven't been to since February? No way. Cut ruthlessly. Most people can immediately find $50 to $200 a month in subscriptions they don't even use. That's $600 to $2,400 a year. And the best part? You can always resubscribe if you miss it, but you won't.
The zero-based budget mentality. This comes from author and financial advisor Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich. The idea is that every single dollar has a job. Before the month starts, you decide where every dollar is going. Not after you spend it, before. Income minus expenses minus savings equals zero. Every dollar is assigned. That's the philosophy. This isn't about restriction, it's about intention. You're not saying, I can't spend money. You're saying, I've decided where my money goes, and this isn't on that list. The magic happens because you're making conscious decisions, not defaulting to whatever. Want to spend $200 on going out? Great. But now you know you're taking it from somewhere else. Do you want to take it from your savings? From your gift fund? From your grocery budget? Suddenly, spending becomes a real choice. The 10x rule. Think about true cost. This is the one I promised you. Here's what rich people know that broke people don't. The price tag is a lie. When you buy a $100 item, you don't just lose $100, you lose everything that $100 could have become. If you invested it at 8% annual return over 20 years, that $100 becomes $466. So when you buy that $100 shirt, you're not really losing $100, you're losing $466. This is called opportunity cost, and it's the most important concept for your relationship with money. Morgan Housel writes about this brilliantly in The Psychology of Money. Wealth is the gap between what you earn and what you spend, but it's really about what you resist spending on. For every purchase, ask yourself, what is this really costing me? Not the sticker price, the compounded value over 20 years. This single shift in perspective will cut your unnecessary spending in half. The no phone shopping rule. Never shop on your phone. This is psychological manipulation at its most sophisticated. Apps are literally designed by engineers to make you spend money. Notifications, one-click checkout, saved payment methods, urgency language. When you're forced to go on your computer, or worse, leave your house to shop, friction increases. You have time to think, to question, to remember the one-day rule. Some people go even further. They take a 24-hour technology break before any purchase over $50. Not because they're overthinking it, because they're thinking clearly for the first time. Use cash for variable spending. This sounds backward in 2026, but it works. Take out cash for categories where you tend to overspend. Groceries, going out, entertainment. There's actual neuroscience here. Paying with cash activates the pain centers in your brain. Your brain literally hurts a little when you hand over physical money. This is called the pain of paying, and it's a natural built-in governor on spending. Credit cards? Your brain doesn't feel anything. It's abstract. It's tomorrow's problem. Cash is real, and your body knows it. Find your why. Make it emotional. This is the linchpin that holds all 9 other habits together. You can have perfect discipline, but without a real reason, you'll quit. Most people fail at saving because the goal is abstract. I want to have money. That doesn't mean anything. But I want to take my kids on a trip without stressing about the cost. Or I want to quit my job in 5 years and own my business. Or I want to feel safe when an emergency hits. Those mean something. Your why has to be emotional. It has to be specific. It has to be yours. Write it down. Put it somewhere you see it every single day. When you're tempted to break these habits, look at your why first. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You don't change your financial life by making a New Year's resolution. You change it by being so boring and consistent that it becomes invisible.
These 10 habits are boring. That's exactly why they work. Pick one, just one, master it, then add another. By the end of 2026, you won't recognize your bank account or your peace of mind. If this helped, let me know in the comments which habit you're implementing first. And if you want to learn more about money psychology, I linked my favorite books in the description. Let's go make 2026 the year you actually keep the money you make.